Okay, today we are finding the area of irregular and complex figures. So we need to know what a composite figure is. A composite figure is a figure made up of simple geometric shapes. Like it could be a figure that's a rectangle with a half circle on the end, okay? Or a house is a rectangle. When you draw it, you have a rectangle and a triangle, unless you're like all cool and three-dimensional. So, estimate the area of the figure. Each square represents 1 square yard. So what we can do with this is we need to count the number of filled or almost filled squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, if I count all of those individually, it's going to take stinking forever. Alright? But I have to. And if you do that, and count the number of filled or almost filled squares, you should get 46. So you should probably go to your notes page and see if you can count those and get 46. Okay, now we're going to count the squares that are half filled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was easier. So the difference was we have half filled and we have filled or almost filled. Okay? So like this here, this is almost filled. So add the number of filled squares plus half the number of half-filled squares. So you're going to take the number of full squares plus half the number of half-filled squares. And the reason you're taking half the number of half-filled squares is because 8 would be the number if those half squares were full. You counted those half squares as if they were full squares, so we have to cut that in half. So we get 46 plus 4 because half of 8 is 4, and when we add we get 50. So the area of the figure is about 50 yards squared. On this one we have two different shapes. We have a parallelogram on the top, and they've attached a circle or a semicircle, a half circle, to the bottom of it. Okay? So in order to find the area of a parallelogram, you do the area equals the base times the height. So the base of the parallelogram is 16 right here, and the height of the parallelogram is 9 right here. Oops. Okay, so we are going to multiply those numbers together. Now we're going to substitute 16 in for B and 9 in for H, and when we multiply we get 144. Now that's not our answer because that is only the area of the parallelogram. Now we need to find the area of the semicircle, and the semicircle is half the area of a normal circle. So we find the area of a normal circle, and then we're going to divide it by 2. So we're going to substitute 3.14 in for pi, like normal. And then we have the diameter of the semicircle is 16. So we need to find the radius. And when you remember to find the radius, we take the diameter divided by 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So the radius of that semicircle is 8. Okay? Then we need to square the 8. And when we square the 8, we get 64. So we have 1/2 times 3.14 times 64. And now we still need to follow the order of operations and do the inside the parentheses first of 3.14 times 64. And we get 200.96. Now that is the area of the entire circle. So we are going to divide it by 2, or take half of it, and we get 100.48. That is not our answer either because that's just the area of the half circle. We want to find the area of the half circle and the parallelogram together. So we have to take the answer to the area of the parallelogram of 144 and the answer of the half circle, which was 100.48, and we have to add those together. And when we add those together, we get 244.48. So the area of the irregular figure is about 244.48 meters squared. Alright, the Wrights want to tile their entry with square foot tiles. How much tile will they need? Well, we need to find the amount of tiles that are going to cover their entryway, right? We know that their entryway is a composite or complex figure, as shown in the picture, because there are two different shapes. Okay? And we know the amount of tile needed is equal to the area of the entryway. So we're going to make a plan. We need to find the area of the entry by separating the figure into familiar figures. And the familiar figures we see are a rectangle and a trapezoid. Then we add the areas of the rectangle and trapezoid to find the total area. So we know how to find the total area of a rectangle from previous years. We multiply length times width. Okay? So the length is 5, the width is 8. So we have 5 times 8, which is 40. Okay? Now to find the area of the trapezoid, we have 1/2 the height times the length of base 1 plus base 2. Now that sounds a little confusing, but we'll break it up. Now the height of the trapezoid is this dotted line. And you have a little line pointing to it that says 4. So we're going to put 4 in for the height. Base 1 and base 2. That means the top of the trapezoid and the bottom of the trapezoid. Well, the bottom of the trapezoid is easy to see that it is 7. The top of the trapezoid, though, is the same length as the top of the rectangle, and the top of the rectangle says 5, so the top of the trapezoid has to be 5. Okay? Then we follow order of operations. We do what's in parentheses first. 5 plus 7 is 12. Then we can do half of 4, which is 2, times 12, and we get 24. Now we have the area of the rectangle, the area of the trapezoid, so we add those two areas together and we get 64. So the Wrights need 64 squared feet of tile. Okay? So the first one says estimate the shaded area. You should be able to do that. This number 2, you're going to find the area of the figure. You need to separate those into familiar shapes. And on 3, same thing. Familiar shapes. One of your shapes is going to be a triangle, and the area of a triangle, which I realize I don't think we've been over, how to find the area of a triangle is A equals base times height divided by 2, where you multiply the base and height and then you divide it by 2, because a triangle is half of a rectangle. So that'll give you a clue that 2 and 3, either one of them has a triangle or both of them have a triangle.